Alright everybody, Kyle here, and welcome to Pokemon Quest. As you can see here, I've done a fair bit, and I'm still trying to figure the game out myself. I've done a few of the expeditions, gotten past the first world, collected a few Pokemon here by cooking, and so we'll start off with that. One of the main things here is what we cook depends on the ingredients that we have, and then depending on what we end up cooking, it'll attract different Pokemon, and it seems to be based on color. So we can make different dishes, like it's saying here, for different recipe things, tendencies, cool, hidden recipes that are especially appealing to certain Pokemon, which is good to know. And let's see. So that was 3 of those, 3 of these, and then let's put some fossils in. I got a lot of these going on. And then this, what is this one? I don't know. I picked that up. I spent 10 of my tickets to save what I collected from my latest expedition because I was not powerful enough and all of my Pokemon fainted. So we'll start cooking this one. Yes. And it looks like, yeah, this one's going to take 4 expeditions to cook. That's what this means up here. And then this battery thing, I think it's like every half an hour you get 1 charge, and then 1 charge is an expedition. But then if we take a look at the quest here, I have unlocked the start off an expedition thing, so I can get 4 more charges. And rookie chef, I can get some more tickets for that. I've basically been saving up my tickets, so I was up to 100, but then I got that rainbow cube looking thing as a cooking ingredient, and I was like, that looks pretty rare, so I think I'm going to keep it. And then if we go into my team, we can take a look and see that I have a few Pokemon that I've attracted, and most recently it was the Slowbro, which decent health, low attack, no unlocked Mighty Stone slots. And if you don't know much about the game yet, I'm still learning, but the difference between like regular Pokemon and this one is like the stones here, they're not like for evolving and whatnot, as far as I can tell. The ones that we have here, it's going to be health and attack. And so this Zubat, level 15, is one of the ones I just attracted. The first one, not so great, but this second one here, we're going to actually take a look at it because a really viable option as a replacement for Pidgey. Because you have these 9 slots here, which these ones that are darker are actually spaces to hold these stones, which upgrade the attack and health, and some of them have different perks. With these ones here being gray, they don't have any perks on them, but other ones that do, they can be like a cooldown time or movement speed up or critical hit damage and stuff like that. But with Zubat having a gust ranged attack and already higher attack as it is, I think it's going to be a really good replacement for Pidgey, who's been pretty decent so far. But if we go take a look at Pidgey level 7, like 186, 186, that's with stones on. So if I remove these and look at Pidgey at a base level, that's 107, 107. But now, if we go back and take a look at level 15 Zubat, that's 97 and 143 base health and attack before putting on any of the charms. So I can put the health charm on here. We're up to 176, and then I have HP upon recovery, so that's nice, and then critical hit damage, which is also pretty good. And then this one already has 3 attack slots, so if I beef this one up, we're gonna have a strong Zubat. 326, and then we're gonna go for 85, just give them all the strongest. And look at that, 411 damage. That's the highest that I've gotten yet. Ooh, and also something that we can take off of Pidgey is the cooldown, so I can use the move faster. That's pretty nice, you can actually just drag it. I didn't realize that. So now I beefed up my Zubat, and it's actually really good. And bye-bye Pidgey, we're putting Zubat here. And that's going to beef up our attack pretty good. So yeah, now we're over 1300. That's looking pretty good. Mankey's level 15. We'll take a look at Mankey. 226 health, 165 attack. Definitely could work on the attack, but right now I don't have any slots unlocked for that. Working on getting the first one, but Mankey's better on the health. And then also has increased movement speed with this sturdy stone. Overall, pretty good for getting in the front lines, but yeah, got to work on the damage. And then if we go check out Eevee, ta-dang, level 7, 180 HP, 207 attack. Still working on getting up there, but so far not too bad. And Flail is pretty useful because it helps knock back a lot of people. I haven't used Takedown because this one user also takes recoil damage. Not something I'm a fan of doing considering how much damage I'm already taking, so I don't use that one really. But otherwise, I think we have a pretty decent team now. So I think we will go on an expedition. So as you can see, I was right here. This is the base world that you start off, and then these two unlock. And I'm gonna go check this one out here. And the bonus type is grass, which I don't have a grass type, which means I don't get any bonus damage on the world. But we are now a fair bit over that requirement for power, so I think we'll be having a pretty decent time. And then as you see here, it's a fairly simple layout because the game is also being developed for mobile. Currently only out on Switch. Zubat, let's get some damage in there. The gust didn't really hit anything, but we're already so much more powerful that it doesn't seem to matter. So they auto find other Pokemon and attack. So it's sort of like a Pokemon Mystery Dungeon standard RPG layout, but very simplified. So you see I'm just using these buttons here for the special attacks that they have. And other than that, they do their auto attacks and find the other Pokemon that are in the area. And Eevee's taking the most damage, it looks like, but you know, better than last time. And scratch here, and Zubat out in the back. We're gonna go for some Gust, and that went way too far without hitting anybody. Flail, knock him back. Scratch. You can do it. I believe in you. But Zubat here, I'm just gonna leave that, yes. More Pokemon appeared. Gust going on there. Flail. Get a scratch going, and then a couple of attacks here. Oh, you guys are already down to half health. That's something I hope they get a new health slot unlocked soon. I'm gonna save Gust. You guys can all work on this Krabby. Come on. There we go. Wave cleared. And I think we're going to be coming up on the boss. Yeah, here we go. So I think Gus is going to be coming in clutch here because my two close quarters Pokemon are already taking a fair bit of damage. I can knock people back with Flail, which is pretty good. That's going to help out a bit. But I can also use Submission here. I don't know how helpful that's going to be. Knock those guys back. And then I'm going to need Gus to come in pretty soon. There we go. We're going to go for Scratch. Oh, that missed, I think. Knock him back. And Mankey is looking pretty low. We're going to go for Submission, see how that does. Not bad. Flail and Gust. That should do it. Boom. Eevee looking pretty low. Definitely got to work on Eevee. Ta-da! Leveling up almost level 8. Got a Sturdy Stone with increased movement speed. Decent. 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 So now that we have done that, we're going to go back to base camp. And now you can see, oh, I've completed a main quest. What is it? I know I have that one done, but challenge. Bingo achieved. Get a bingo. Sure. Whatever that means, give me tickets. Cool. So, now if you take a look at Eevee, da-ding. This health one is 73 with critical hit rate. This one's 84 with increased movement speed. So let's just switch it out and see how we do with that. And then getting close to a second one, which is definitely going to be helpful. So I would put that one back on. And then these other stones, I don't know if we select that, 50, we recycle this. Does that just throw it out? When you recycle a Power Stone, you can get some ingredients as a reward. Yes, because these ones being less powerful now, we're not going to be using it anymore. So might as well get some ingredients out of it. But that is that. And you can see here up on the charge, I have one more expedition I can do before that runs out, and then I have to wait for the timer to count down before I get another charge back, which is where in the quests this one will come into play. I get a full charge for expeditions, so I don't have to wait longer. But then that's where the pay to play comes into play here. You can pay to speed that up and basically get it faster. You can do the same thing for the cooking if you wanted to get newer Pokemon and stuff like that. But if it's a game that you just pick up and play a little bit every day here and there, then you'll be doing just fine. But I know some people that are trying to grind the thing like crazy, and that's when you run into all those paywalls essentially. But if you just play it a little bit here and there, more casually, then you'll be just fine, I think. We're gonna go for Scratch and Zubat. Sure. Rack 'em! Help save my two close quarters people from as much damage as you can. We're gonna go for that. We're gonna go for Scratch here. And then Flail. Why is Flail power? Can I not Flail? Oh, I was disabled. Ah, interesting. Oh, that gust was not well placed. And that's curious. I don't know. Okay, now it's back. Good to know. Gust. Oh, why did that not go further? You can do it. Perfect. Eevee, you're looking pretty low. I want that second health slot. Scratch, scratch. Where did that go? I don't see. Oh, it went in that direction. That is strange. More Pokemon appeared. Oh, both of their moves are disabled there. I guess we can go for Submission. That didn't do too much either. But we're down to one more Pokemon. That's fine. And even more. But we're disabled. What shall we do? Eevee can come in with some attacks while we wait. Scratch is back. And Gust. Cool. I'll save the other moves. We knock that one down. I think we're going for the boss. Eevee is looking mighty weak right now. Already down to half health. Executor. Or Executor, as some people may say. That which I do not. Get hit with the Gust! Damn, look at that. Look at that damage. Get that Flail in there. Get that Scratch in there. But really, it's all about that Gust. I'm going to use it again. Get damage. Look at that. Oh, you blow us back, though. Eevee, get out of there. You are weak. I need Gust again. Gust. Oh, no, we got him. Nice. Blue, 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 blue. Sweet. Boo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Eevee, you should level up. Yes. And that gives me the extra health slot. Perfect. What I needed right now. And 100 Mighty Tack Stone. Not bad. Appearance of Power Stones. So now it's up to 1500. I am out of expedition things, so I can recharge, but I will save that for later. Right now, I want to go see what we can do for our Pokemon. So now we're up to 2. I understand I've completed a main quest, but you're going to tell me it's the same one, aren't you? Yes. In terms of challenges, Power Stone Recycler. Cool. Doodle-doo. And then, let's go into our team build. And see, Zubat has a pretty good health one on. So do you need it? Critical hit damage. Zubat's been pretty good. That damage is helping out a lot. So we'll save that for you. But for Eevee, finally throw on a second one. So you're getting mighty weak. Boom, 265. That helps out. And critical hit. So that's going to be good. So those movement speed and critical hit. Now we're looking pretty decent there. And that's still 100. That's 100. Pretty good there. And now, if I didn't have that achievement unlocked where I could add more of the charges to play more expeditions, I just have to wait for the timer to go down, or I could basically pay to speed that up and get more charges. So that's where you can't be sitting down playing this game for hours and hours and hours unless you put money into the game. But it's pretty simple. Then you're not doing much of the controls. Once you're finally in an expedition, you're just tapping a couple of the attacks here and there, and that's about it. So I find that a lot of people are up in arms about this whole pay-to-play thing, and I think Nintendo's approach of labeling it free to start is a bad way to market it, because it sounds like at some point you will eventually have to pay in order to progress, which I don't think is a smart marketing tactic or a smart way to put a video game out there at all, considering that it's Pokemon of all things. But free to play that has some payment options to speed it up, that's fine. Like this game, you pick it up, you play it a bit, and then low battery, oh no, you put it down, you pick something else up. It's pretty fun, and then it doesn't feel like a true Pokemon game. It's more like a light mystery dungeon, like I was saying before. Maybe that was in a previous recording where it didn't sound too good, but whatever. And if you're not a fan of this, then we have Let's Go Eevee and Let's Go Pikachu coming out in November, and I'm really excited to hear about those. And I think I'm going to do a breakdown of the trailer and just go over it and see my thoughts and sort of take apart what I see in the trailer myself and what I'm excited for, some of my concerns and whatnot. But until then, that is going to do it for this episode. So thank you everybody for watching, and stay tuned.